Hi, this is Dick DeAngelis, director and producer of the Fairfield History Series. We hope you've enjoyed watching our films so far, but there's so much in interviews that we've done that you haven't seen we thought we'd give you a glimpse of. The first is an interview with John McLain from the Johnny Clock Museum in Lockridge, Iowa. John, unfortunately, has passed on, but we think you're going to love this interview.
I went to school here in Lockridge, Iowa, and I had a hard time reading and writing because I was born with dyslexia, which everything was backwards to me. And what I did backwards. So I finally quit school when I was in my second year of high school and hit the road. And I traveled all over the country and jumped freight trains and what have you, and ended up down in Arizona. From there I went and to California and Oregon, came back here and decided my life wasn't worth much because I couldn't get a job. Nobody would hire me. And I decided I'm going to be my own boss. So I took what talent I had and I carried mail and a dirt road for the mail carrier, and there's about 8 miles of it, and I carried the mail through the mud roads, and that's where I first found the artifacts on that road where the Indians lived. And I thought it really needed to be an Indian because they didn't have to do all that stuff. So I started collecting that, and then I just stuck them out on the porch in a bucket. And came home one day and somebody sold half of them. They took some of the better stuff I had, so I decided to go upstairs and make a place to put them. So I made the collection that you see here today. I started, different ones gave me pieces. And most of the stuff I found right around the area here from the Indians that made them here. Then I got acquainted with several of the Indians, and I had a Blackfoot Indian showed me how to make arrowheads. And I pursued that and got interested in it, and decided to go hunting them, and that's when I got stuck. I become an archaeologist, or whatever you call them people. And I got to collecting different things from around this area, and put this together, excuse me, made a room to put stuff in. So then I made the chairs and the davenport and the cases to put all the stuff in. And that's why you see it here today. I told my wife that I was going to turn the house into my woodcarving shop. And everywhere I went, I had a piece of an idea, and each one of these clocks tell a story about my life. And I don't know anybody in my lifetime that I've ever met that done such a thing. I started, I was about 17 years old, carving different things, and then I turned them into clocks later on in life. But most of these takes a good year to do on the big ones. But I try to come up with something different on each one of them so I don't duplicate one after the other. You see, I got one here. It's about the hobos, the railroads. Well, the rails were right behind us here. And while I made a full-size hobo that would be type you'd see on the road, you know. And inside I made they're making supper inside there. And it's all carved out of wood and stuff I saved. I never threw away anything in my life. I always hung on to it because I might use that someday, and there it is. And I was looking through underneath a bed one day, and here was a story, a book on Disney and the characters. And that's what spurred me to, I wonder if I could get some wood from Disneyland. And I told my wife, I said, would you write them a letter and ask them if I could get a piece? One day I went down to get my mail town. Everybody was standing around and I couldn't figure out where everybody was standing. Here I got a package of wood from Disneyland. They wanted to see what I got. So it was a piece of a column wood that they had that I made little toe tools out of. And I started collecting wood to talk to different ones that I'd run into. And I ended up getting wood from 20 different countries to make that. I thought, well, I got a pretty good thing going here. And I got into, like the ones tells about my life. One day we had a lady come in here and she laying on the floor and she was looking. I asked her husband, I said, is she all right? Oh yeah, she's just looking to see what's in the bottom of the clock. And we turned it on and it's got the family in there having a hoedown. And then the one around the Clydesdale clocks there, that clock, that's got wood in it from all over the world. And down the bottom, it's got wood from each state of the United States I collected. And it took me about 9 years to do it. Abdul Azizi, he come in here with a guy one day, and the guy was going to trim the clocks, and then he tried to buy them. And boy, he got to look them all over. And he offered me $1 million for the collection. He was going to take them back to Saudi Arabia and put them in a museum over there. They was in this country buying stuff that's unusual like that they could put in there to have a place of interest for people to come see. And wasn't too long after that, I hear where they blew up about half the town of where they were supposed to ban. So I'm kind of glad he didn't get it. But kind of funny, I say stuff sometimes I shouldn't say. He wanted me to come to a tumwa because he was staying there. He wanted to bring my wife and he was going to fix the supper. We were going to eat supper with him. And I kind of laughed. I said, no, I can't do that. I don't eat camel. He said, well, I won't feed you camel. Yeah, but I said, you go down there in Africa and they'll feed you monkey. So that ended that in a hurry. He said, if you ever decide to sell that, and so I got his name around here somewhere to get a hold of him where they couldn't actually buy him. And I thought, well, I really hate to do that because so many people gave me stuff, and I hated to sell Christmas presents and what have you people gave me.
Clark was a man of many talents. He could teach an Indian how to make an arrow and bow. Johnny Clark, he never made much money, but he knew a lot of things that nobody else knows. Johnny Clark was a mountain man, stuck on the prairie. Raised him up a sweet family with his pretty wife Patsy. Everybody here knows Johnny. Johnny Clark, he made a monster out of a 56 and a 57 Chevy just because he could. But Johnny Clark's real talent lied in carving just about anything out of wood. Junking cars for that extra dime, whittling away his extra time. Everybody here knows Johnny. Well, he fell in love with the clickety-clack of the boxcars wailing down the railroad track. He was a hobo once upon a time, but now he's just general on my mind. Tales were better than any TV channel. Every day wearing red and black flannel. The stories were great, but some were odd. Man, Uncle John was a lightning rod. Johnny Clark was a man of many talents. He could teach an Indian how to make an arrow and bow. Johnny Clark, he never made much money, but he knew a lot of things that nobody else knows. Fixing chairs for that extra dime, whittling away